What's up, EDG family? Kevin here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a taste and talk. I'm going to be tasting a HopLark hop tea. So this is from a brewery out of Boulder, Colorado, and I believe when I read about these guys, they wanted to make something that was kind of like a beer alternative. They both really enjoy beer, but they also realize, beer's not necessarily the best thing to drink all the time. So they came up with these hop teas. They also have carbonated hop waters, also fantastic. I will tell you, I have had this one before, but to be fair, I've never poured it into a glass, so we'll see if that makes a difference. But this is kind of like my go-to HopLark. They have a ton of different ones. This one is caffeinated. They have ones that are not caffeinated. So if that's something you're interested in exploring, I would love to just. I like these, to be honest. I will drink these all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. This one is the Citra Bomb one, and I will tell you, they have a scale from wee bit hoppy to whoa, and this is whoa. In fact, I think this is like one of the hoppiest ones they actually brew. And it's reminiscent of probably a pretty hoppy pale ale or an IPA. Alright, let's go ahead and... So I wanted to pour this one because I noticed on one that I definitely want to try on here soon. It's a hibiscus. It's got a red tint to it. This one's actually mostly clear. It looks a lot like what I'd imagine like a hop water would. But it's hoppy on the nose for sure. I do have the tasting notes for this guy. So this, the Citra Bomb one, vibrant aroma of citrus with a slight grassiness. Super bright lime and grapefruit dominate one's flavor experience, so we'll check that one out. And then with other tropical fruit notes occasionally surfacing and diving back underneath. The white tea, so this is a white tea. They have a green tea one. I don't think it's quite as hoppy. Provides body and a subtle floral top note, piney finish with a slight bitterness. Like I said, this is very much probably the closest thing. I mean, like I said, I would drink these all the time. But you definitely get the hops. Definitely get the hops. Yeah. I've been looking forward to this guy all day. Definitely is really smooth. If you're a tea drinker, I don't know if you necessarily like hops, but these are definitely worth exploring. I would say, like I said, they have a ton of different ones. They have these in like carbonated waters. But I will tell you, it definitely has a thicker mouthfeel than like a tea, and it leaves that more of that dryness that I feel like than most like I've had a few white teas and definitely leaves some dryness. But yeah, very bright flavor. I don't know if there's some lime. Definitely, very citrusy. And I could drink these all the time. Very good. I'll talk a little bit more about these in a second. But the talk part. So I want to talk a little bit about the rest of 2022. What kind of content I'm planning on bringing, and what board game stuff I have coming in as well. So I want this tasting to be the first of many. Obviously, not just hot teas. Some brews, some spirits, stuff like that. Maybe some cocktails. We'll see what we have. I want to do those. I do want to do some food videos at some point, but I kind of have those on the back burner for right now. I've struggled a little bit with those, and I want to bring them, but I feel like doing this and communicating and talking with you guys on trying to figure out what you're interested in. I like a lot of the Final Girl content seemed to be pretty hit, and I want to do more of that kind of stuff. That said, I do have some more games coming in. I do have an unboxing coming next week for Dune Imperium. Bringing that one to you, and I want to bring some more playthroughs. So I put up a poll Leave me comments on the ones you like, but I have a ton of stuff I got in this year, and I wanna kind of burn through that backlog, and I want to show you guys, what, like, if you're new to board gaming, maybe what my preferences are, and see if you have similar preferences. I watch a lot of guys I don't have similar preferences on because I want to know more about the games that they enjoy. So I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about the Kickstarters I got coming in. So I'm probably going to, hopefully I get them both in December. I have 2 left for the year. Next year's crazy. I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother video. And I'm really excited about one of them. One of them I'm on the fence about. There's a story behind it. So I'm going to talk about that one first. Let me switch over here. Alright, so the first one I want to talk about is 11. I have a little bit of history with this one. I did back it originally on GameFound in, I think last fall. Soccer management game, football manager, wherever you're from. Kind of depends on how you view it. I'm a huge English Premier League fan. So this was very appealed to me. Played a lot of FIFA, especially like management mode. I really enjoyed, the aspects of building a team. So this really appealed to me. I think it launched somewhere between like Ivy Studios' Mythic Mischief that I backed and the Too Many Bones Unbreakable, and that's kind of what pushed me off of actually pulling. I was already on the fence with it. I thought it was a little pricey. And I was just like, I'll wait for retail. And so I ended up pulling my pledge, and I backed Too Many Bones Unbreakable. And then they did a late pledge in like February. So I was like, you know what? GameFound exclusives. Let's give it another go. Was excited to get back into it, and then I experienced probably the worst, silent crowdfunding communication from probably any game developer I've ever had on any campaign. I eventually want to do like a, kind of like a review of some of the Kickstarters I've backed over the years, and this would be pretty low on that list. Now that said, let's look at this game for just a little bit. Yeah, this is basically what you're gonna be getting with 11. It's a very Euro style game, which is ironic because it's football. But Portal. So Portal is the company that did the crowdfunding campaign. They're the ones that are developing this game, and they have some really good stuff. So I think the game is probably gonna be pretty good eventually. A lot of Europe's had it, and they've had issues with their copies already. And like I said, this crowdfunding campaign is just, it's been a kind of mess for me. So I'm very hesitant. I don't want to get myself too excited. I know that they have manufacturing quality issues with this game, missing components. And I don't expect to see it till like mid-December, really, to be honest. And if it leaks into January, that's okay. Got tons of stuff to bring to the channel, even without doing this kind of coverage. But I am a huge football fan, so it's very, very disappointing the way this game's kind of went for me. The other one that I want to talk about is, I'm very excited about it, and I want to do a ton of content on this one, and hopefully this will be one that we get, and that is Wreckland Run. Wreckland Run is a solo-only game by Renegade Studios. It's in the same the line as Warp's Edge, and I know they have another one, and it's also done by Scott Alms, which is the designer of I think all of the Tiny Epic games and Warp's Edge. Did that whole thing. This is like a dice placement. It's a dice placement game. I think it's kind of like it's almost like I wish I had a better picture of this. Here we go. You're in a car, very post-apocalyptic. You were basically, it's kind of like almost a tower defense. Almost like a tower defense game. And but you're in a car, and it's very Mad Maxy, and it's got a campaign and a ton of, I think I got the like the expansion that they put along with it. And like I said, I'm really excited for this one. Definitely out of the two, I think it's gonna be a great one to bring to the channel, get it unboxed, get some plays on it. Maybe do the campaign. I don't know. It should be pretty enjoyable. So I'm definitely excited about bringing that. So those are definitely the two big highlights left as far as unboxings go, and new games. Like I said, I have a ton of stuff coming in 2023. We'll talk about that in maybe a whole nother tasting video. But yeah, it's just something to get excited for. Other things that I want to potentially do, I want to do some more crokinole. I'm trying to get some more people involved in the channel. This was never really supposed to be just me. I need to do a video at some point of maybe kind of what this channel is to me. And it's always been, something I've always thought there'd be a lot of collaboration on. And so we'll see. Hopefully we get there. Big plans, like I said, I'm just going to truck on the rest of 2022 and big plans to kind of see where this goes next year. I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. But I definitely I have some very high expectations for where this channel hopefully will be at some point next year. I definitely want it to be more than a gaming channel, which is what I'm kind of feeling like it is right now, and that's okay. Because I do enjoy gaming. Board gaming is a pretty big part of my life right now. It's definitely a hobby that it just kind of came out of nowhere. And like I said, whole different story for another time. But let's talk a little bit more about this HopLark stuff. So if you're interested in trying this, I would say your two best places is gonna be like a Whole Foods market, store like that. We have a few different. We have Whole Foods, but then we have a couple other ones locally that are very similar grocers, and then Amazon. They also have a website. You can get it from them, but I think Amazon's probably your best bet as far as they got like variety packs. I definitely recommend trying them all. Like I said, the non-caffeinated ones are actually some of my favorites. They have a ton of flavor in some of these. I had one that had spruce tips. I think it was a limited. I'm gonna have to see if I find that one online. It is really, really good. But yeah, I mean, anytime, sometimes when I'm feeling a beer, and I got one of these in the fridge, I really enjoy popping one of these open instead. Dinner, especially at night playing games. I do enjoy these. They're very good. I would recommend these to anybody that's a tea drinker, anybody that's a beer drinker. Like I said, they got varying hops, so you do you. I'm doing me right now. It's pretty good. But I'm gonna sign off here. Like I said, I want to try to keep these short. On the shorter side, like I said, this almost feels a little bit like a tasting and a channel update, but that's what it be. But so I got more stuff coming out next week. Stick around. Definitely, if you see stuff you like, hit the subscribe. I will. I'm trying to post 2 to 3 videos a week, and we'll go from there. But I hope everybody's enjoying this so far. It's been fun for me. And until the next time, I'll see you guys around, and much love.